What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel and podcast. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's get into this conversation. Now, I have heard the story about Chris Brown and how he is actually an attorney. She came out, she did an interview on Tasha K's platform, and she actually was talking about the people that she's representing in a lawsuit where she's suing Chris Brown. And I also believe she's representing someone, maybe a few people who will also be coming forward that are going to be suing Trey Songz. Now, I'm not here to cape for any of these men at all. And I also do believe that when you get to a certain status that you become targets. But what I wanted to talk about in this conversation is just about the fact that they are targets. And if you know that you are a target, why don't you change your lifestyle? Now, listen, I'm not here to say that they need to give their lives to Jesus and start, going to church every day and becoming a preacher and leaving the career that they chose behind. I'm not saying any of that. But if you live a certain type of lifestyle and you know that you are already a target, then can you really be surprised when situations like this come up? Now, Chris Brown recently released some audio, and the audio is of this person, the accuser, who is accusing Chris Brown of lacing her drink and her becoming, I guess, a situation where she blacked out and didn't know what was going on, and claiming that he did some things to her and suing him for millions of dollars. But from the audio, it sounds like they were in a casual sexual relationship and she was pursuing him as well. So it's cool that he has some evidence, and I guess this lawsuit will be getting dropped and the attorney will be dropping this client. More to come. But when you live a lifestyle where you aren't settled down, you don't have one significant other like he had for a while, he was with before all of this, several baby mamas that have been happening over the past several years. He was in a committed relationship with Karrueche Tran, and she got wise and got out of that because I guess that relationship was pretty toxic for her, for her sake. And she got out of it. Smart woman, didn't get pregnant. She got out of it pretty much unscathed. And to me, it appears that she's been winning ever since that time. People can say she used him for a come up or whatever, but they were in a relationship. Why should she go, downgrade? Why should she have to go down? She has been in a career. She didn't just go from man to man to come up off of money. She came up off of her own work and her own talent. And as a businesswoman myself, I can appreciate that. But what I can't have sympathy for is people like Chris Brown and Drake and Trey Songz and any of these other men who may be out here living this fast lifestyle where they're just slinging it around. And I'm sorry, if you are that casual, I do not believe that you are having protected sex all the time. Obviously you're not. Drake had a baby. Chris Brown has had several children. I believe Trey Songz had a baby. So you luckily are not like Future, where you have 50 kids with a lot of different women. You have a few or maybe one, but it could have been a whole lot more because clearly you are not responsible. And going back to being responsible, you're not in a committed relationship with anyone. And so if you can't be in a committed relationship with anyone, but you are promiscuous, and I'm sorry if that makes me sound old-fashioned or whatever, but it just is the truth. You are promiscuous and you're sleeping with several people and you don't care about these people. There are consequences that come along with that. I'm not saying that if you don't care about someone and you happen to sleep with this person and they agreed to do it, that if they become scorned because you don't want to deal with that person anymore, that they should lie on you and try to sue you for millions of dollars. But it kind of comes with the territory, because especially with women, there is an old saying that says, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So if you are out here slinging it around and you're just being with women casually, and yeah, we know, especially now in the day and age that we are living in, that there are definitely females who are as low down and dirty as a lot of these men are, so they are okay with that. But there is consequences that come along for them as well when it comes to that stuff. You really just shouldn't be living that way. And so the reason why I wanted to have this conversation is because, okay, Chris Brown, you lucked out. You had this audio, you were recording, and now this person may possibly not be able to benefit and come up off of them not being able to get it again or do it one more time or whatever she was trying to get, you know, on that night when I guess he just kind of cut her off. Now, Drake, he's filed a restraining order against an alleged stalker who sent him an email, and the person was wishing him dead and suggesting that he off himself and his son. And that story I actually got from the Jasmine brand. And when I read the story, it just made me question some things. And I wonder, is this just some crazy stalker that never met Drake ever before? Or is this one of those random women that he did some stuff with, and now she's scorned and she's coming after Drake in a horrible way? Not saying that it's right, but you kind of put yourself in those positions when you are out here just living this crazy promiscuous lifestyle. Because it was reported that Drake actually commissions and pays someone to go out and scope women for him for one night stands. If you need to do it that often, why not just get to know someone, get in a freaking committed relationship, and hopefully this person is someone that you can grow with and be with. And hey, if you don't believe in marriage, but you just stick with this person and you're in a committed relationship, then fine. I don't agree with people being in several relationships, but some people agree to that and they choose to do that. You know, okay, if that's what you choose to do, but at least it's people that you know and you are continuously with versus these randoms. And then when someone comes out crazy, then you have to go and try to get a restraining order against the person. And we know a restraining order honestly is nothing but a piece of paper. If a person is crazy, they don't care about staying 100 yards away. They will come and do whatever they need to do to hurt you. So you put yourself in a position. So with this stalker, I don't know. Is this someone that he ever was with? And I just kind of feel like it was someone that he at least was with one time. It's hard for me to believe that this person would file a $4 million defamation lawsuit against Drake if she was just some crazy stalker that never was with him but saw herself, you know, with him. We know there's some crazy stalkers that get in their mind that this person is my husband or this person is my wife, and they try to break into the person's house. And you've heard a lot of different stories like that over the years. So I just don't know if this person is just some crazy stalker or just one of his randoms that he ran up in one time and never dealt with again, and the person wanted it more and couldn't take no for an answer. I don't know. You let me know your thoughts about that, but it just seems crazy to me. And then with this Trey Songz situation, there have been a lot of stories that have come out about Trey Songz and how he has been very forceful with women, how he has done some despicable, disgusting things on women or to women that they did not consent to or agree with. And now here we are again, another lawsuit, and this woman saying, yeah, I agreed to be with him. I allowed him to go in the front door, but I did not condone him to go into the back door, and he like bum rushed his way into the back door, and that damaged me. It hurt me. It wasn't something I agreed to, and I don't know why she didn't file criminal charges. I don't know. And some people will say that, well, if it's true, why didn't she file criminal charges? I don't know. But I'm not even really here to talk about the women. I'm here to talk about the men. They need to wise up and change your life and your lifestyle. You're not 18 years old. You're not 15. You're not even 21. These are men at this point. And at what point do you change? Are you going to be 55 and still living that same kind of life? They talk about women getting ran through. It's the same for a man. The world and society may not view men as wholes as much as they view women as being that, but it's really no different. You're a whole too. And just because you have a lot of money, I don't believe it gives you the right to live that type of whole lifestyle and not have any type of repercussions or consequences. There is a reaction to every action, and there is a consequence for everything that you do. And when you choose to live a life like this, then you can't really be surprised when things like this happen. Does anyone deserve to get accused of doing something that they did not do and they're not guilty of? Absolutely not. But when you're living a life like this, you can't really be surprised when things like this come your way. So yeah, Chris Brown, he may be getting out of this situation because he is lucky to have some recordings of this same woman saying, I just want it one more time or whatever. Okay, cool. But how many others are there out there that you don't have that proof of? And just because you get off in one situation doesn't mean you get off in another. He's, I believe, on his third baby mom at this point, second or third. Either way, it's nuts. And I'm just here to say that at some point you need to change your living and your lifestyle if you don't want to continue down this road and having these things constantly come at you, because you give people reason to believe these women sometimes at the very moment that the allegation comes out, even though it is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, just simply because of the lifestyle that you are living, period. It comes with the consequences. People judge, and that's just the end of it. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until the next time, I'm just being beautifully honest.